right, folks, let's go and learn just a little bit about the BDM community clubs. Now, for those of you, give me a moment here. All right, make sure that doesn't come back up again. For those of you that have been a part of our $1 billion mission and you have already participated and you've donated to um, the $10, $20, $50, you've got the travel and the 250. These are the same levels. All right. So if you've already done those, all right, you're not doing that again to participate in these clubs. You're already in. Okay. All right. But going forward, as we're sharing this with our newer audience and those who are not yet a part with us, they'll associate the $10 with the gas club. They'll associate the $20 with the grocery club, so on and so forth. So here is a brief video on the gas club. Here we go.
Gas prices got you down? Love to drive but hate the cost? What if you never had to pay for gas out of pocket again? For just $10, you can join the club, save big on fuel, earn unlimited income, and yes, your gas paid for. Refer just 3. Your membership is free and you're already in profit. Refer 4 and earn a whole lot more. Referring 5 could change your lifestyle. Simple, affordable, lucrative. Turn a $10 decision into unlimited savings and income. Stop paying for gas out of pocket. Click the link, join today, and make driving fun again. Cost of food higher than ever? Families forced to choose between healthy meals and making ends meet? But what if your groceries were covered every time you shop? Introducing BDM Grocery Club, this simple, affordable way to erase your grocery bill for good. Join for just $20, no monthly fees or subscriptions, just real savings. Refer 3, and your membership is free, plus money left over. Keep referring and let BDM Grocery Club cover all of your grocery costs. Stop worrying about food prices. Enjoy healthy meals you love without breaking the bank. Don't wait. The sooner you join, the sooner you stop paying for groceries out of your own pocket. Click below and start your journey to free groceries today.
Let's get gas. Let's get grocery coming out of your profit and not your pocket. Now, what about who wants that dream car? What's that dream car of yours? I want you to think about that and let BDM community help you get your dream car. Here we go.
Have you ever dreamed of owning the car of your dreams? Not just any car, your ultimate dream machine. But let's face it, saving up enough cash can feel impossible. But what if there was another way? A smarter way? A way to pay cash for your dream car without breaking the bank? Introducing the BDM Car Club, where we turn dreams into reality through community-powered crowdfunding. For just one-time payment of $50 and no monthly fees, you're in. That's right, one-time cost, no strings attached. But here's the best part. Refer just 3 friends and you're already in profit. It's simple math. Grow your network, grow your rewards. The more you participate, the sooner you'll be driving away in your dream car. From luxury sedans to rugged SUVs, exotic supercars to timeless classics, the choice is yours. Any make, any model, all based on your level of participation. Use our income calculator to decide how much you want to earn, whether you're aiming for a modest commuter car or the ride of a lifetime. We'll help you map out the quickest path to your success. This isn't just about cars, it's about freedom. Freedom to drive any car you want, when you want. So who do you know who would also like to pay cash for their dream car in the next few months. Join the movement, change your life, and drive off into the future you've always imagined. BDM Car Club, your dream car, powered by you.
Let's do one more. Let's go traveling. All right, so I want you to think about that exotic vacation you've always wanted to go on, that bucket list vacation. Enjoy.
What if you could travel more, spend less, and even make money while having fun? Welcome to BDM Travel Club, your key to luxury travel at unbeatable prices. With exclusive access, you'll save up to 75% on hotels, resorts, and more. But that's just the beginning. Enjoy year-round discounts on dining, movies, sports, concerts, shopping, and everyday expenses. Some members simply enjoy these incredible savings. Others, they turn travel into profit. With our built-in affiliate program at no extra cost, you can earn money just by sharing these discounts. No inventory, no monthly fees. We handle bookings and 24/7 customer service. All of this for just $149 a year. Imagine you're on a vacation, paying half what others paid. They ask how, and now you've got a new customer. Imagine you're getting your oil changed, saving 15%, and the person next to you wants in. Imagine dining at a fine restaurant, saving $50, snapping a selfie, and friends ask, how do I get that deal? With BDM Travel Club, you can simply enjoy the lowest prices, or you can share the savings with others and earn. No hassle, we handle everything, free tools and training, just share and earn. You win either way. Share with just 3 others and your membership is paid for with money left over. Click the link below, join today, and maybe we'll see you in the sky, on a cruise, or on a tropical island.
All right, beautiful people. Maybe on a tropical island. That's where I've got Bora Bora right behind me. All right, beautiful people. Let's do some introductions and then we'll introduce the lead developer of BDM Community. Hey, Ron, were you my first one here today? Perhaps you were. Jim and Wendell and Shop Free Mart and Vincent and Kwame and James and William and Don, Bukasa, Steve, Rosemary, Albert, Bernice, Dr. K, Fran, Lyndon, Bert, G. Lee, Jane, Monica, David. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Abraham, good to see you, buddy. Jane, Monica, David, Aretha. Good to have each and every one of you on tonight. We're going to be talking about BDM community. Going to be talking about these clubs. Again, some of you are already part of those clubs. We've rebranded some things. All right. So if you've done donations, contributions to the 10, the 20, the 50, if you've already gotten the travel club, maybe you've even done the 250, you don't have to do anything else. All right. But for our newer folks, they'll know that that $10 is related to the gas club or the $20 is related to the grocery club, so on and so forth. And so that's the conversation we're going to have tonight, but only after we hear from John Austin, lead developer. Give us some transformational luggage, John. It's yours, my friend. We don't hear you, John, if you're talking. Thought I saw you.
Oh,
Ah,
well,
there you go.
I was on mute. Well, thank you, Professor, and welcome to our BDM community webinar. Get ready for a night that could change your life because Tonight, we're not just talking about possibilities, we're talking about real solutions to the rising costs that are squeezing families across the country and around the world. So, what if your gas was paid for by a community that has your back? What if your grocery bills were wiped out by a movement of people lifting each other up? What if a new car, dream vacations, or even your own home were no longer someday goals, but real, reachable realities? That's what we're about at BDM Community. We're turning everyday people into power players through crowdfunding clubs built to bless your life. One-time low-cost memberships, 80% of the donations go straight back to members, a movement of people helping people with no limits on how far you can go. So turn up the volume, lean in, and get ready to hear how you can save money, earn money, and live the life of your dreams by doing good and helping others do the same. This is your BDM community, and your breakthrough starts now.
Oh, I love that, man. I love that, John. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BDM Community. And want to highlight our various clubs. We've got the $10 gas club. That's right. An out-of-pocket outlay of just 10 bucks. We've got the $20 grocery club, $50 car club. All right. So let me just stop there for just a moment. Once again, for those of you that have been with us for a while, if you've already in the parent model, our $1 billion mission, if you had already contributed to the $10, $20, $50, okay, you don't need to do anything else. All right. You've already made that contribution. We're simply rebranding that. Okay. $10 gas club, $20 grocery club, $50 car club, $149 travel club. Now, the aforementioned clubs and the 250 and beyond clubs, those are all based on crowdfunding, which is not new. All right. Which I believe one of the presidents years ago made it even more available. Some legal stuff that happened, and I don't remember all the stuff. I just remember hearing about it back then. So crowdfunding is not new. Okay. The travel club, however, is a little different because with the travel club, you're actually getting a service. It's not just crowdfunding. You're actually getting a service that we're going to highlight tonight. Also, the $250 house club. And then in time, you'll learn more about our elite platforms that go from 500 all the way up to 20,000. Okay. Now, the other thing here tonight is we're only going to focus on one compensation plan. Inside of BDM Community, we actually have three compensation plans. We're only focusing in on one. So if after you hear about these clubs, is after you see the value in the travel club, if after you see the types of um, profits that can be made through the various clubs, if that excites you, just know we're only talking about one of three models that we have inside of BDM Community. All right, so let's start off with BDM Gas Club. What would it feel like to go and fill up and fill up again and fill up again and fill up again and it not come out of your pocket, but it come out of your profits? That's what we're talking about with all of our clubs, the crowdfunding part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come aboard. I'm going to choose which club or clubs. Most of you would do clubs with an S. I'm going to make a contribution or donation that's going to benefit someone else in the BDM community. Likewise, I then simply want to share with a few folks that also want to get their gas for free. Now, what do we mean by free? That they have more profits than they have more profits so that their gas expenses is coming out of the profits and not their pocket. So it's real simple. You join $10, refer three friends, and you've got more than what your $10 outlay was refer 4, and earn even more. Then we have the grocery club. Now, how much did eggs cost you last time you went to the grocery store? And we know, and this is not a political statement, but we know with the tariff discussion, likely if you haven't already begun to see it, you're likely going to see increased prices at the cash register. Okay, so what do we do about that? All right. Well, we can't depend on governments to help us out with that. So how about we come together as a community? Let's help each other. Let me make a contribution of $20 to be a part of the grocery club. Let me share that with just a few folks, referring 3, all right, will get me more back than what I donated. Referring 4 will potentially even give me more. Okay. So the same thing there, $20, no monthly fees, no overhead. Refer 3 and yours is free. Refer 4 for even more. Then we've got the car club. So what I've been hearing, and I try to tune out as much as possible all the negative stuff with the news. All right. But what I've been hearing is folks can expect, if the tariffs stick, could expect huge increases in new cars, as well as, since a lot of people won't want to pay the extra $5,000 or $10,000 price tag for a new car, they'll start looking for used or pre-owned cars. Well, that's gonna increase demand for those. That's gonna also drive up the cost of those cars. Okay, so we still need every now and then we still need to replace a car, right? Or perhaps you really want that dream car, whatever that dream car happens to be for you. Well, what if you could afford that out of profits and not out of your pocket? I want you to start thinking about what that dream vehicle is for you. So this club is just $50. So now I contribute as a part of the crowdfunding platform. I contribute $50, not monthly. Okay, I do the $50, and let's say I refer 3 friends again. Now I've made more money back than what my contribution was, and if I refer 4, that will ultimately equal even more. Then we've got the travel club. Now this is where I'm going to spend a little time. Okay. Now the first 3 clubs, gas $10. Excuse me. Groceries, $20. Car club, $50. Once I do BDM travel, there is the house club. Imagine, paying for that beautiful dream home or paying off the existing home that you have from profits. All right. Um, the first 3 and the house club, those are all based on crowdfunding. Okay. BDM travel is different. It is a standalone product. It's a standalone service. So when you contribute and when you'll be purchasing the BDM travel for $149, okay? I want to show you what that's going to get you access to. You're going to get access to our travel partner that's been in the travel and savings arena for over 25 years. We're talking vacations, hotels, flights up to 70% off. We're talking hotels, over 1 million hotels at better pricing than you can get on your traditional sites like Expedia and Hotwire and hotels.com. We're talking cruises up to 60% off, local discounts, a couple million of those, depending on where you are in the world. You could save maybe even hundreds of dollars per month right there in your local area. Movie theaters, take that vacation, car rentals, discount directory. That's one of my favorite spots in the travel partners back office, because you get a lot of great deals back there. I'll show you a few of those in the next few moments. Okay, apartments, villas, savings on theme parks and the like. So let's real quickly let's do a little comparison. So in your travel back office, you'll have a booking engine. So let's say you just want to go for you know, you're traveling, you want to do a hotel stay. I love Orlando. I lived there for almost for a few years. Um, Great time there. My uh, sons were young teenagers at the time, and we had season tickets to a number of the parks. So one weekend we might go to Universal Studios. Next weekend, Island of Adventure. Next weekend, let's go on down to Tampa and go to Busch Gardens. Next weekend, we go to the beach. Next weekend, we go to SeaWorld. I loved Orlando. So let's say I wanted to just go, and I don't live there now, and I wanted to just go and spend a little time in Orlando. I love her. All right. So I went to um I went to hotels.com. I went to hotels.com. This is where this booking is from. And when I go on a hotel stay, I'm partial to Embassy Suites. So I looked at Embassy Suites by Hilton Orlando, Lake Buena Vista South. All right. Again, hotels.com, which is the property of Expedia. And you can see for a one night stay, $192 published rate with taxes and fees, 218. All right. Remember, Embassy Suites by Hilton Orlando, Lake Buena Vista. Okay. Well, I did the same look at our back office, our travel partners back office, and it was for the same time. I think the previous one, I thought I had the date showing here. Unfortunately, I'll make sure next time that you see that date so you can see a full apples to apples comparison. So this would have been back about a month ago, March 21st to the 22nd. All right. Embassy Suites. Now, this is our BDM Travel Club. Embassy Suites by Hilton Orlando, Lake Buena Vista South. Okay. Same location, same property. Look at the difference in the price. 119 published, 137 includes the taxes and fees. That's an $80+ difference for one night. If I stayed for 2 nights, I would cover the annual outlay. So the travel club, there's a real hard cost for the travel club. To continue it, there'll be a real hard cost, but it's not charged on a monthly basis. It's an annual outlay. So just staying 2 nights in the city that I love, Orlando, at Embassy Suites, I would have more than covered the cost of BDM travel. But it doesn't stop there. Okay. There's a section where you can actually send or give a vacation certificate to people that you love. So maybe it's for a birthday present, maybe it's for gift giving season, maybe it's for a wedding gift. All right. Or you can choose to go on that vacation yourself. Now you've got no um, uh timeshare presentation I have to sit through and have someone try to sell you on anything. The only thing is you activate or they activate. If you're giving it away for a gift, maybe you activate it for them. Activation is simply covering the taxes and the fees for the stay. That's it. So for instance, if I wanted a 4 day 3 night stay in Vegas, it would be with a hotel that's highly rated on Trip Advisor. It would only be $99.72, less than $34 a night, 4 days, 3 nights. So maybe I've got a long weekend and I decide I want to go out to Vegas. I'm not paying hardly anything. And when I book this by paying the 99.72, I actually have 18 months to actually take the vacation. That is available through BDM Travel Club. Vacations, hotels, cruises, local discounts. Let's talk about the local discounts for just a moment. All right. So, in my local area, I'm 10 minutes away from a Regal movie theater. And I wanted to see, okay, well, can I save money? Let's say I'm not traveling right now for whatever reason. Can I save money with these local discounts, all right, to um, to justify my $149 annual outlay? Well, yes, I can. So 10 minutes away from where I live, there's a Regal Theater. A couple weeks back, 3, 4 weeks back, I said, well, let me see what's playing. And I love the Lion King franchise. Okay, lions are my favorite animal, so I love the Lion King franchise. So I was looking at non-matinee times because my day is filled during the day, and it would have been $15.49 for one adult ticket to go see the Lion King. All right. Well, by going into BDM Travel, our back end travel partner, um, I could get a ticket for Regal theaters for $9.75, including that 75-cent fee. But wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So instead of paying $15.49 for one ticket, I can pay $9.75 for a ticket. Well, heck, why don't I just have a date? Have found love again. I'm a widower, almost 5 years, but I have found love again. How about I take out my Dr. Baby? That's what I call her in public. How about I take out my Dr. Baby? And folks, we can get two tickets, mine and hers, for just about what we paid for one ticket. And I can also save money on the concessions, all because of BDM travel. Okay. So even if I don't go to that exotic excursion just yet, depending on where you live in the world, there are potentially millions of discounts available to you. Here's one of my favorite ones. Okay. One of my favorite ones is when you go back there and click on the discounts, and I'll show it to you again. So once you get the travel engine, you'll know where to go. All right. There's a section that deals with restaurants. And then you simply put in your local area so you can see what's available in your area. Well, in my area, there are some restaurants where I can get $50 off the meal. Now, I would pay 20 bucks up front, okay, almost like a Groupon. I would get $50 off the ticket, so I would net save 30 bucks. So, my oldest son, he too has found love, and he wanted to introduce me to his significant other for the first time. Now, I had spoken to her over the phone, but I'd never met her. So they came to town. They were going to stay for a couple nights, and the first night we just ordered some pizza. It was my son, his significant other, my daughter, uh, uh, Dr. Baby, one of her daughters, her other daughter was doing a sleepover. And so it was, what was that? How many is that? Five, six of us, something like that. Okay. And so we ordered pizza and wings. So we got, three large pizzas. All right. So we went into the BDM travel back office. I knew we were going to order pizza. And I saw, oh, okay, I can get pizza from Marco's, and I can also get one of these discounts. All right. So yes, I'm trying to make you hungry. Yes, that was my Hawaiian pizza. That's the one I wanted. And then Dr. Baby wanted a deluxe. And then we got a Philly cheese, and we got a whole bunch of wings. Those uh those wings, the garlic parmesan, man, that wing, those, ooh, they were good. All right, here was the bill. $195, but I paid $20 for a $50 off coupon, and there you see the discount applied. So I saved 50 bucks, net 30. Now, we were going to order the pizza, the wings anyway. Without BDM travel, it would have cost me $100.95. With BDM travel, it cost me $50.95 plus the $20. All right. So I saved $30. That right there, if we broke down BDM travel in 12 monthly installments, it's not 12 monthly installments, it's 149, but 149 a year comes out to about 13 bucks a month. So if I just use BDM travel in my local area and save 13 bucks a month, I've covered the cost. But then I also have a very lucrative income opportunity at no extra cost for that. Now, let's talk about some other things in BDM travel. Once again, there's a couple tabs back there, discounts, like 2 million different products and services and companies that you can get discounts at, including automotive, business and office, car rental, condos and resorts, which is a totally different condos and resorts than the other condos and resorts you may have seen. Cruises and tours, totally different from the other cruises and tours. Dining and food, totally different than the restaurant piece that I just showed you, where you could save up to $50 off, net 30, all right, off certain restaurants that may be in your local area. Entertainment, recreation, golf, health, beauty, home, garden. You see all the things there. Um, Again, what? Listen, don't we all need to have our oil change every so many thousand miles every a few months? Utilize BDM travel, save, at least in my local area, 2 miles from me, I can save 15% just getting my oil change, and it's about time for an oil change. Okay. um, if I needed more car care maintenance, um, Firestone Auto Care, Goodyear Auto Service, Precision Tune. Uh, oh, I hope I don't need a transmission. I just got another one. I had to get a new transmission about a year ago, so I should be okay on the transmission front. Heaven forbid, if I needed another transmission, 10% off of a transmission, that's a big deal. That's a saving likely of hundreds of dollars. Okay, so what have we talked about so far? We've talked about our clubs. $10 gas club, $20 grocery club, $50 car club, 149 travel club. Didn't get a chance to talk about so much the $250 house club, but that is a crowdfunding piece. Now let me show you what this could mean for us so that we can ultimately pay for gas, but not out of our pocket, out of our profits. Ultimately, pay for the groceries, get what you need, get what you want out of our profits, not out of our pocket. Pay for the car, travel the world, pay for the house out of our profits, not our pocket. So let me show you that. And this is something John and his amazing team, this is beautiful. So when you go into your back office, so let's say perhaps you're not a member with us yet, okay? So you're going to get back to the person who invited you. You're going to ask them for their BDM community link. You're going to register for free. You're going to come inside. You'll then choose the clubs that you want to be a part of. All right. And you'll contribute, whether it's to the gas or the grocery or the car. You'll make a purchase of the 149 travel if that suits your fancy. Hopefully it does. And perhaps even the 250 house club. Now, there are elite clubs, elite uh, platforms, donation platforms, 500, 1,000, all the way up to 20,000. You'll learn more about those. I'm just going to focus on these right here that you see on the screen. All right, so when you log in, you'll come to income calculator. When you come to income calculator, it's going to bring you here. All right. And so I'm going to explain the very simple compensation model as it relates to these clubs. Be mindful, this is only one compensation model. We have a total of 3, but I don't want to overwhelm you. So let's just make sure you understand this one. Okay. All right. So we know that the gas club is $10. It's going to pay out $8, 80% on the crowdfunding plans is going to be paid out to one person. The grocery club is $20. 80% is $16. The car club is 50 bucks, 80% is $40. Now the travel club is 149. It's the only one of the clubs that doesn't pay out 80%. Why? Because there's actual hard costs that have to be factored in to that. But it still pays out $80. And then the house club at 250 pays out $200. Okay. Now, one of the things that is so powerful about our model is it's one person getting paid the 8, the 16, the 40, the 80, the 200. Now, why is that important? Because usually in this make money online niche space, that commissioning or that payout is divided amongst multiple people in a 2 by or 3 by 4 by 10 matrix. This $8 would be split amongst 10 levels. Well, then, that didn't do much, right? Or even this $200 would be split, let's say, among 10 levels, 20 bucks. No, what we want to do is we want to have a huge impact. So if somebody did the 250 and it was at your referral, okay, and that person is coded, you'll hear about that in training to you, you made the 200. Okay, here we go. Now, our model is also based on two powerful concepts. One of them is an eternal principle, an eternal law. It's the law of the harvest. The law of the harvest says, one, we reap what we sow. Two, we have to sow to reap. Three, when we reap more than what we sow. So the way this works, all the clubs and even the elite ones that we haven't talked about, the 500,000, 5,000, 10,000, $20,000 clubs, the way it works is the first person that you refer that gets any of those clubs, all right? So if they're the first person to do the gas club, they're the first person to do the grocery club, that payout goes to you. That payout goes to you. The second person that participates with one of those clubs at your referral, you don't lose the person, but the payout is going to go up. We reap what we sow. We've got to sow to reap. When we reap more than what we sow. The third person that participates with any of those clubs at your referral, you get the payout. That's why you heard us say refer 3 and yours is free, because you're getting payout from the first, you're getting payout from the third, and when you do the numbers, you're getting 80% outside the travel club. You're getting 80% of whatever that contribution was, okay? And so with that third, you're now in profit. The fourth goes up, it's a seed. The fifth, the sixth, seventh, and eighth, so really the fifth and beyond, not only do they all go to you in terms of those commissionings, but now any one of these, the first, the third, the fifth, the sixth, their second, and their fourth rolls up to you. See, you sowed a seed of your second and fourth. Now they sow a seed of their second and fourth. But it doesn't stop there, because their second and fourth sow a seed to you of their second and fourth, and their second and fourth sow a seed to you of their second and fourth, and that goes to an unlimited depth. Now, let me show you just how powerful this is. In this calculator, We're not going to show it to an unlimited depth. We're going to cap it to 12 levels deep. It could be 120 levels deep. It could be 1,200 levels deep. In this calculator, we're going to assume that you refer 4. We're going to assume that they refer 4. Okay? So it's a very simple concept. I contribute to the $10, the $20, the $50 gas club. I purchase the 149 travel club, and let's say I contribute to the 250 house club. I then want to refer 4 people that, yes, they want to get the great savings and they want to travel, but they also want their gas for free and their groceries for free and their car for free and their travel for free and their house for free. And how do they do that? They make contributions and then they refer just a few folks. And then they make contributions and refer just a few folks. And they make contributions and refer just a few folks. That's it. Now, let's look at the numbers. I'm going to do this one by one. Right now, I'm just going to focus on the gas club. $10 outlay, $8 is paid. You know how that's paid. If it was the first person that you referred that did that, you got the payout. If it was the second or fourth, that went up. If it was the third, the fifth, 50th, you got that payout. Okay. But now by them referring for and them referring for, look at what we're talking about. From $10. From $10. And you have this calculator in your back office. My newbies, you're not even a part of us yet. Register for free. Come and play with the income calculator so you can see for yourself. Now, are you starting to pay for gas from profits instead of your pocket? All right. So that's the $10. I'm going to go to the grocery club. And yes, I'll eventually come
Can
back and bring it all together. I'll eventually come back and bring it
can
all
you
together.
refer more than 4?
Oh, yeah. I tell you what. So since you did that, all right. So this was at 65. This is now your personal referrals. We're not assuming that your team referred any more than 4. Okay. Let's bring this up a little bit. Let's do that to 5. That just took it from 65 to 98. What if I referred 6? That took it from 65 to 131. Everybody's still doing 4, 4, 4, 4, 12 levels deep. All right. It could go to 120 levels, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to show that. 7, 8, 9, 10. I refer 10. Shouldn't be that difficult, right? It's only $10. It's not monthly. Okay. I refer 10. They all refer 4. Look at the potential there. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to come back because we're going to add all this up in a few moments, but I want you to see just how powerful each of these clubs are and then how powerfuler they are when we link them together. Grocery Club, $20. Look at this. Same thing, 4, beginning 4, 131. 131. Okay. What if I did 5 and everybody else did 4? I did 6 and everybody else did 4. I did 10 and everybody else did 4. $20, ladies and gentlemen. No monthly subscription. Now I'm going to come back. We're going to add this all together. Let's go back down to 4, me doing 4. Car Club, $50. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. What if I do 5? I refer 5, they refer 4, 491. I refer 6, they refer 4, 655. I refer 10, they refer 4, 1.3. By the way, do you have the car that you want? Are you paying for groceries out of your pocket or now out of profits? Are you paying for gas out of profits or out of your pocket? We're going to come back, add all this together in just a few moments. Let's bring this down to 4. Travel Club, 149. And remember, you're getting all of those travel club benefits. that we shared with you. Four getting four, getting four, getting four, 12 levels deep, 655. I refer five. Everybody else refers four. Look at that. I refer six. Everybody refers four, 1.3. I refer 10. Everybody refers four. And if you go down through here, take some time. This is a way you can start to develop your game plan. Well, shoot, I can get four, but let me do a little extra and get five. And then let me do a little extra and get six. I think this goes all the way up to 20. Okay. Yeah, it goes all the way up to 20. I mean, this just gets crazy when you do that. And so you say, but you are representing that everybody's going to get four, 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 four. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It may not happen like that. I know that because one thing that I represented was only going 12 levels deep. What if we go further than 12 levels deep? The other thing that I'm representing, okay, is I only refer 20. What if I refer 100? Usually, when I join an enterprise, I've been at this for a while, we've had some successes. I expect a person to refer at least 100. Okay. But no, if I don't get all 5.8 and I just got 10% of that, 580 some thousand, am I cool with that? When nobody had a monthly subscription. So I'm not adding to anyone's bill. And the one outlay that's an annual renewable outlay, you should save more money from that outlay, the travel, than what it costs to start with. All right, almost finished. We didn't talk much about the house club, but that's there too. Look at the house club. Folks, that's what the four getting four. That's what the four. Oh, let's get five. Let's get six that get four. Let's get 7, 8, 9, 10 that get four. Now let's put it all together. $10 gas club. Give me a moment. Hold on. $10 gas club. 65,000 potential, four getting four, getting four through 12 levels. Let's add the grocery club to that. So now I've made a contribution to the $10. I've made a contribution to the $20. Now I'm at 196 potential of four getting four, getting four, getting four. Let's add the car club onto that. So I've done 10, 20, that's a total of 30, 50, that's a total of 80. Look at the potential here. Let's add on the travel club. We're just a little over a couple $100 there. Look at the potential here. Four getting four, getting four, getting four. And now let's add the 250. I believe this is really the sweet spot. If you do $10, you do $20, 30, you do $50. Now these are the is what's paid out, but it's the $50 car club. What is that? 50, 20, 80. You do 149. What is that? Let's bring this up. 80 plus 149, and you do 250. Sweet spot. All right, less than $500, 479. Let's say you're just getting started with us and you decided to participate at that level to get started. Folks, we're talking 2.8 million potential if four begat four. But wait a minute, you might go a little bit higher than that. You might get five. Look at that. You might get six. Look at that. 7, 8, 9, 10. And once again, someone's going to say, "But you are showing a perfect world that four got four, got four, got four." But what I'm not showing is what happens if we go beyond 12 levels. What I'm not showing is what if you get 20? What if you get 50? And so, no, we may not have a perfect world scenario, but this is $11 million in potential. And if you just got 10% of that, you still made seven figures. You got 10% of that, you still are paying for gas with profits, your grocery club with profits. your car with profits. You're traveling the world. You might need 20% of that so that you made a couple $1 million for the house, because housing costs are way up. Okay. All right.
What
So,
if we go
folks,
back to the gas club?
do you just want that as
Yeah, yeah,
standalone?
just to
Standalone?
yeah, eliminate the other one. Let's just do the gas club alone for a minute.
By the way, I love this calculator. It's so fun. All right. Got you.
Realistically, how many people would risk $10? And
Hmm.
it's not really a risk because they're helping somebody else buy gas. I mean, if you were at the pump and somebody drives up and they just don't have enough money to put gas in their car, and they ask you for a few dollars, you're probably gonna reach in your pocket and give it. That's just how people are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who who wouldn't spend $10 to help somebody else put gas in their car and share that concept with a few other people? I mean, could you get four people? Yes, you could. Could you get 10? Yes, you could. Could you get 100? Yeah, you probably could if you really, you know, if that was your goal. You know, we do whatever we decide to do, right?
We do what we decide to do.
But
Yes.
but let's go back to the four again.
Okay.
Okay. If if you're making this kind of money, would you want to do the grocery club? I mean, let's
Yep.
say you started out, all you had was $10 and you started out in the gas club and you started sharing it, but you started making money. Wouldn't you want to earn money in the grocery club too?
Yeah.
And then as you progressed and had enough money, wouldn't you want to do the car club?
Yeah.
So the natural thing that we do as humans, we reach a goal, then we set another goal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the natural thing we do as humans. Well, what happens when we get to the house club? We're not showing the other clubs right now, but if you're earning money at the house club, wouldn't you want to earn money at the $500 club?
Hmm.
I mean, if that was not an issue, you got money burning a hole in your pockets. Wouldn't you want to advance to the house club? I
Yeah.
mean, to the $500 club, then to the thousand, and so on. And so we're not talking about the big money here. This is not the big money we're looking at. This is yeah, you could earn some legacy money here in these programs, but the
Mhm.
legacy money is really in the elite programs. And being able to start at $10. People here in the Philippines can start at $10.
Got you.
People in Africa, yeah, they might have to save up money for a week. They might even have to save up money for a month, but they can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so we're giving an opportunity here for anybody who has a desire to change their circumstances to get in at a level that's comfortable and work their way up. And so to is is an average of four realistic, considering the fact that we can start at $10? Is
Mm.
an average of four realistic? And I say it is. But like you said, some might get one, some might get 10, some might get 20. But is an average of four realistic? I believe it is.
And so, folks, as we start to round third, remember that everything you've seen, and John just said it, he said, this isn't even the big money. So imagine doing this with 500 or 1,000 or 10,000 or 20,000. That's what those elite programs go up to. And one other thing, make this a little smaller here. This is just one of our compensation models. We've got two more models down here that we haven't even talked about tonight. Don't worry about those yet. Let's get you started with our unilevel, which is what you've seen here. Let's get you started with the unilevel. Let's get you progressing through as much of the unilevel as it makes sense for you financially. So if you can do all, that sweet spot where you do the gas, the grocery, the car club, the travel, the house, great. If you've got to step it up because of that's just where you are, great. Okay. Let's get you here. Let's get you making money. All right. Let's get you realizing some profits. All right. So that you can, oh, I paid for my gas because of BDM community. Oh, I took care of this week's grocery bill because of BDM community. Okay. And then you'll learn about those other ones. But I think we've shown you multiple potential seven figures just with what we've shown today. And we haven't shown you the real big money yet. So, with that being said, I'm going to come off screen here.
Okay, folks, you've heard how one simple decision, a one step in faith, can unlock gasoline, groceries, cars, travel, and even housing, not just for you, but for everyone you choose to share it with. So this isn't just crowdfunding, it's a community. This is our BDM community where we put faith into action and we fund the future together. The world is shifting, prices are rising, but here we rise with them because we refuse to let finances hold us back from the life God intended. So now the only question left is, will you keep doing it alone, or will you walk with a tribe that sows, grows, and overflows? Join us, lock arms with us. Let's turn hope into harvest because in the BDM community, no dream is too big and no member is left behind. Thank you for being here. Now let's build the life you were born for. God bless. We'll see you next time.